So just to recap, this is the thing we were complaining, one of the many things we complained about from day one when we moved in, over 3.5 months ago. The water's coming in, let's see if that can focus, there we go, from the roof into the cupboard. This towel is quite damp, this is the second towel that we put in there, it's all coming down to the floor. The clothes that got wet have been washed, they're in the dryer now because they were wet. And the smell is not very pleasant either. So we can see it's all here. All that damage was there. We complained about it, asked if we could have it replaced. It still hasn't been replaced. It probably won't be replaced. We literally had to take all her clothes out. It's my daughter's cupboard. She never had anything up here because obviously of that damage there. Move this back. It's a lot that we've been asking to have done, and still to this very day nothing's been fixed. And here we are. We knew there was a water issue because of this and other things in the home, but the owner just won't take any notice and doesn't care. And there's so much water in here now, like the whole, I don't know if that's coming up on here, but the whole floor is just wet. The whole thing, it's coming down the walls. And I've had to drill 2 holes because we've got buckets in here. I've had to drill 2 holes to let the water out because the whole thing was bowing down, was going to collapse. So I've emptied the buckets, got them empty now, it's collecting water, but the whole floor is just wet. You can see the water dripping down still. I don't know if that's coming up on the camera, but you can certainly see it coming down. I've told my daughter not to use this room. There's water coming through that light, which I'm going to turn off now. Don't want to get electrocuted. And this one here, again, water's coming through there. The carpet's now all wet here. You can see because it's coming through the tiles. There's so much water coming through. We've got towels down trying to soak it up, buckets. It's just out of control. Now that's just there. What about the kitchen? We've still got the water coming through here. Got that towel just absorbing at the moment, so it's not dripping down and bowing. There's nothing in the living room at the moment. However, we've got another week of rain coming through, according to the Bureau, so we don't know what's going to happen here. So we clearly can't use these rooms. Better turn that off. I'm just worried that it's going to spark something up in the roof with the electricity. It's got me worried now, and as you can see, it's coming right through in the carpets. And this is stuff I was talking about over 3 months ago, or around 3 months ago, and it's not the only time I mentioned it. So the owner's clearly not doing anything about it, and you can't say he hasn't got the message. I've spoken to the real estate today, they've got the messages, they said they've been passing them on, but he's not replying. So I don't know what we can do at this point, but this is getting pretty much out of hand with all the other issues as well. This is just one of the issues. Alright, so here we are in the garage, and surprise, surprise, we've got a massive amount of water in here, and it's getting deeper towards the back. And why do I make that as an emphasis? Because the garage is supposed to, by, I think it's even law, supposed to be built where you've got a 5%, I think it's 5%, you'll have to double check me on that number, degrees where it's supposed to go from back to front so the water can drain out. But this is the opposite. The front's more dry. As you can see, there's still some wet patches. I've been walking around, but there's some wet patches, dry patches there. All the water's seeking, it's just congregating here at the back. So we've got most of our stuff up off the ground now. Thank goodness I've got some plastic things there, but a lot of our stuff's going to be ruined. Everything that's made out of this chipboard is going to be ruined. I've got most of this stuff up off the ground, but yeah, there's water coming in like crazy in this joint now. I'm just kind of done with it. I'm seriously thinking about breaking the lease just to get the frig out of here. It's just nuts.